Hi everybody, today is February 7th, 2013. Justice Department memo reveals legal case for drone strikes on Americans. This was leaked. A confidential Justice Department memo concludes that the U.S. government can order the killings of American citizens if they are believed to be senior operational leaders of Al-Qaeda or an associated force, even if there is no intelligence indicating they're engaged in an active plot to attack the U.S. So how many of you voted for Obama? Oh, that's right, you're not on the watch list, are you? The 16-page memo, a copy which was obtained by NBC News, provides new details about the legal reasoning behind one of Obama's administration's most secretive and controversial policies. Its dramatically increased use of drone strikes against Al-Qaeda suspected abroad, including those aimed at American citizens, such as the September 11th strike on Yemen that killed alleged Al-Qaeda operative Anwar Awlaki and Samir Khan. Both were U.S. citizens who had never been indicted by the U.S. government nor charged with any crime. Now, how long do you think it will be until they start using the drones here in the United States on Americans? The secrecy surrounding such strikes is fast emerging as a center issue in this week's hearing of White House counterterrorism advisor John Brennan, a key architect of the drone campaign to be CIA director. Brennan was the first administration official to publicly acknowledge drone strikes in a speech last year, calling them consistent with the inherent right of self-defense. In a separate talk at the Northwestern University Law School in March, Attorney General Eric Holder specifically endorsed the constitutionality of targeted killings of Americans, saying they could be justified if government officials determine the target poses an immediate threat of violent attack. But the self-confident Justice Department white paper introduces a more expansive definition of self-defense or imminent attack than described by Brennan or Holder in their public speeches. It refers, for example, to what it calls a broader concept of imminence than actual intelligence about ongoing plot against U.S. homeland. The condition that an operational leader present an imminent threat of a violent attack against the United States does not require the United States to have a clear evidence that a specific attack on U.S. persons and interests will take place in the imminent future, the memo states. This does not sound constitutional, does it? Instead, it says an informed high-level official of the United States government may determine that the targeted American has been recently involved in activities posing a threat of a violent attack, and there is no evidence suggesting that he has renounced or abandoned such activities. The memo does not define recently or activities. As in Holder's speech, the confidential memo lays out a three-part test that would make targeted killings of Americans lawful. In addition to the suspect being an imminent threat, capture of the target must be infeasible, and the strike must be conducted according to law of war principles. But the memo elaborates on some of these factors in ways that go beyond what the Attorney General said publicly. For example, it states that U.S. officials may consider whether an attempted capture of a suspect would pose an undue risk to U.S. personnel involved in such an operation. If so, U.S. officials could determine that the capture operation of the targeted American would not be feasible, making it lawful for the U.S. government to order a killing instead, the memo concludes. The undated memo is entitled Lawfulness of a Lethal Operation Directed Against a U.S. Citizen who is a Senior Operational Leader of Al-Qaeda or an Associated Force. And I'll give you a link if you want to read more of this insanity that's coming from the White House. Eric Holder, who sends guns to Mexico. And let's not forget that Al-Qaeda was trained by the United States government, and now the United States government feels it's okay to kill Americans. Drone strikes are like playing a video game, according to the high-ups. Alright, bookmark my site. I'll keep everyone up to date. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.